This message is for people that are healing from trauma. You know, trauma starts at a very young age, and I remember the time when I was feeling so frustrated with my life, nothing was working out, and then I realized I was traumatized. I realized I was being affected by things that I had no idea about. I started looking for a counselor and started looking into counseling because I felt like there was such a deep pain in my heart and in my spirit that I had to address. And in that time, I started talking to friends, but I realized many of my friends were actually facing the same issues, smiling on the outside, but inside they were crying. And then I started to think, oh wait, maybe it's not just me, it's a lot of us. And if you are someone that is traumatized, I want you to know that it's not your fault. And I also want you to know that whatever happened to you is not your fault. First of all, from my understanding, from what I've learned as I am on this healing journey, as I am on this journey of healing from trauma, is that trauma starts at a very young age. And I'm sorry, I'm going to blame. It may sound like blaming, but I'm saying the truth. Most of the trauma that we people carry comes from the adults that raised us. Those are our parents. Comes from our parents, our guardians, our bigger siblings that put their burdens on us. They put their burdens on us and their pains, and they made us like punching bags for their own pain. And if you don't take the initiative to heal from that pain, unfortunately, that pain has to be transferred. And usually the people we transfer it to are the ones we love most. Those are our children. Children are gifts from God. And if we don't take care to give them love, we may never feel loved ourselves. Today, I got so disappointed a few moments, like I think 2 hours ago, I had an appointment, and this is the second time this appointment has been scheduled. But the first time I cancelled the appointment. I cancelled the appointment because I had to attend to a family issue. After making up my mind that I was going to go to that appointment, last minute I changed my plans and I cancelled my appointment, which is so important. And I was thinking to myself, I can't believe I did this, but I did it. And then the second time round came. It was today when I had the second chance to have this appointment, which I thought I had lost. And then this time, the person that I'm supposed to meet is the one that cancelled the appointment. I was thinking to myself, you have to be kidding me. In that moment, a lot went through my mind. But I realized I was fighting for my destiny. I felt my blood literally boiling. I almost wanted to shout. I almost wanted to give up. But then I realized this is not about disappointment. This is not about the appointment. Okay, I was disappointed, but it wasn't so much about the appointment. It was about what I was about to do, to the decision I was going to make in that moment. I was either going to give up on everything, be mad, and just destroy a relationship, or I had to realize that I am here fighting for my destiny, because even today, choosing to go for that appointment, I had to give up on family issues. And now, at this big age, I'm actually realizing that me being stuck in life and me being traumatized is because I was never taught to put myself first. First of all, the person that cancelled this appointment that I'm supposed to meet postponed it. It was supposed to be in the morning, but I'm still gonna have that appointment in the evening. This person put themselves first, which looks very unfair. But remember, even me the last time, I cancelled the appointment. Why? Because I was putting my own issues first. Yet when you think about it, I was putting someone else's priorities first before mine. I would have had that appointment already, but I didn't put myself first. Do you know what I mean? So when I think about it all, as I start to put back myself together, have you ever felt like you are starting to put back yourself, to be back to your real self? Now let me tell you why I feel like that. I feel like the moment I started saying no to other people's priorities, because that time when I first missed my appointment, I promised myself that I will never, ever put any person before me. And it's been working out funny and interesting. Ever since that time, I started saying blunt no's. And I started putting myself first. And I started putting my needs first. And I started thinking about myself first, which kind of makes me feel guilty sometimes. And I realized the more I did that, the more I said no to my parents. I am someone that has never said no, that found it so hard to say no. But I started saying no to my parents. I started saying no to my siblings. I started saying no to people around me. And every time I said no, I would sit back and relax and see. Not because I was saying it in rebellion, but I was saying no to things that were intentionally inconveniencing. And even the people around me are surprised. When I tell them, no, I won't be able to do that, they're like, oh, so you don't care anymore? I'm like, no, it's not because I don't care. It's because I have other things to attend to that are more important to me. And every time I do that, I feel like my inner child that has been like stifled, my inner child that has been in a corner is starting to stand up and be brave again. Every time I don't pay attention to things that don't concern me and put myself first, I feel like I'm standing tall inside. I feel happier. Today and it's also opening my eyes, and I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, I've been caring too much. I've been caring too much about I've been concerned too much about what is happening in other people's lives. I'm scared. I'm like, oh, are they going to be fine? Are they doing it the right way? But when I thought about it, it's me that is worried about myself. I'm putting my worries on other people, wondering if I'm going to be okay. Am I okay? Am I fine? But I projected those inner feelings, how I feel, putting them on everyone, wanting them to be perfect, wanting other people to do things right. But then the more I focus on myself and prioritizing myself first, is the more I realize that, oh, wait a minute, these fears of me fearing that, oh, is everything okay? Is everyone doing okay? Is because I'm scared for myself. Am I okay? And the more I give myself time to heal, is the more I am less worried about other people. I realize they're fine. They're going to be fine because I am fine, because I am getting better, because it is well. So for someone that is watching my video, I may have said a whole lot, and I hope it makes sense. If you are someone that is traumatized and you literally have no idea what you're suffering from, I need you to understand that the trauma you're facing right now, the confusion, the pain, is not your fault. It came from the people that raised you, and they were also in pain. They were also passing on pain that couldn't be contained in those people that passed on that pain, and they have to pass it on. We have to pass on our energies. And if you were that person right now like me, who has been in almost a dilemma, wondering, what did I do wrong? I need you to know that if you don't heal yourself, you are going to pass on that trauma. And most especially, you may pass it on to your own children, and it will hurt even more, because the more it keeps going on, the more generations pass. If your parents passed on you pain, it it was bottled up in you, you will pass it on to your children even heavier. It keeps getting heavier. It keeps getting better. Like, things are supposed to keep getting better. But in this case, they're getting worse and worse. So my friend, I need you to know that it's not your fault, and take your time to heal yourself. For me right now, I'm on this healing journey. The number one thing that is helping me, I am putting myself first. And 2, I started going for counseling. I've done videos where I talk about that I stopped telling my friends my problems because I realized they were not my counselors. I put my burdens in one place. But even then, I'm starting to see that even counseling is not going to help me that much if I don't stand up for myself. Okay? If you found this video helpful, I'm also going to link, I think you will also enjoy the video where I talk about that I stopped telling people my problems. Okay? Thank you for watching. I'll see you in that video. Be blessed.